I cannot tell you how many times I heard, yes, just share your truth and you can build your 7-figure business from it. If that was true, most people who are sharing the truth, most of those heart-centered, purpose-driven coaches who show up really sharing with people what they need to hear, would already seen a lot more heart-centered coaches building their 7-figure business. Problem is, I fell for this for the first 2 years of my business, and I was always willing to be brave enough to share what people needed to hear, because I knew the free content isn't going to help them really get the transformation that my paid coaching programs were. But I kept on being fluffy. I kept on just sharing what I believe as facts. I didn't back them up. So if you've been sharing your truth in the past 3 to 6 months, you know that you have something super valuable to share in your paid program, but you're not getting people into your DMs asking you, oh my God, how can you help me? You've just really helped me see something differently. Thank you so much for showing me a different way of looking at things. You might be too educational and informative instead of what my students focus on, which is persuasive. I could say something like, rice is the worst way for you to dry your white phone, and you still use rice to dry your phone. If I told you something like, zoom out and look at what actually matters, it's to make sure that your phone dries without leaving residue. When you use rice, yes, it ends up soaking up all that moisture, but it also leaves dust. It could actually cause a lot bigger problems than the water itself. And persuasion doesn't mean convincing, just simply showing people a way to look at their beliefs as beliefs. Because right now, when you're stating a fact, you're showcasing something that you assume they will believe, which they obviously don't, because otherwise they would have results. They would have gone through the transformation. It's just simply communicating calm and safety to their nervous system. So the next time you create content, you state something as the authority. Ask yourself before you post, just like any of the authorities I've ever helped, does my ideal client actually believe what I say, or will I have to back it up with proof? And you want to see how to do that, I'm going to be running a free webinar, the only free webinar I'm running in this quarter, called The Content Shift, that will help heart-centered coaches use their content to convert a lot more clients, get more newsletter signups or discovery calls booked. Comment the word shift and I'll send you all the details.